Roofing contractors, tell me this sounds familiar. You go to sign yourself a virtual administrative assistant. The person doesn't speak the language, do they? They have no idea how roofing actually works. They might not even understand what you do. I'm talking today with a company, Saenz Global, all right? They're looking to change that in the roofing industry. We're gonna figure out, they've figured out the recipe to make it happen. Stick around for this one. All right, everybody, what is going on? Thais, thank you very much.
Thanks for letting me be here.
Well, you know what? This is one heck of a building, everybody. This is like a small portion of the room. I love it because I love this kind of rustic look we got here. But you've got all these different rooms for fun stuff that you can do here at your office. I mean, tell us first, what is Saenz Global? What exactly is this whole thing about for somebody who's first time being here?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a virtual support team for roofers. We literally specialize in only the roofing industry. So one of the biggest things that roofers struggle with, right, is having to hire an administrator. So they spend hours and weeks and months training them how to use a CRM, how to integrate into their business. And we actually know how to use all of the CRMs like JobNimbus, JobProgress, AccuLynx, and so many more. So we are experts in the roofing industry. So you don't have to train us, you don't have to coach us. We integrate into your business and we help our roofers thrive and go to the next level.
Well, I have to admit, when you first reached out to me, I was very weary when I hear this because I think to myself of the contractors I've worked with. And they've tried systems like this or similar systems in the past have been burnt. We had the opportunity today, though, to talk to two of your clients in different parts of the country, Texas, North Carolina, and both had amazing things to say about your team. So I begs the question, administrative work, it's what most people try to escape. Why start a company and how did you get involved that this is the route you wanted to go down?
Yeah, so I have 8.5 years in the stainless steel manufacturing. So anything with construction, that was my jam, as I would say. Like I love working with the construction world. And so COVID came and I was listening to a podcast and I literally heard the business owner say the best thing I ever did for my business is hire a virtual assistant. And so that kind of stayed with me in the back of my brain. And I said, okay, what is that? I don't know what that is. So COVID came, I was on maternity leave for 4 months. And during that time, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start a business. I mean, I'm gonna do a virtual support company for the contracting industry. And so then we got a roofer and we literally fell in love with the roofing industry and then just decided to go full in supporting roofers only. And so that's what we do.
So you support roofers only, and I want to get back though to this. When you think about administrative stuff though, people think that let's say your passion is roofing. Okay, but you've got to go hire people that understand the roofing game. You've got to hire people that can do the tasks that roofers need them to do. How do you hire and find, especially in today's market, how do you keep that quality of individual among all the roofers that you're bringing on right now?
Yeah, so I'm a huge believer in, when I started the business, I said, this company has to be, I always, you read the books, the Googles, the Facebooks, all of those, and they talk about when you start a business, you want to bring people on that are better than you, right? That have higher caliber than you. And so from the beginning, that was always the goal. Every single person on our team, I will say this over and over again, is way better than me. And so they're extraordinary at what they do. They love administration. We literally were able to find people that love administration. And our whole team, we've actually never had to go out and recruit anyone. They just keep bringing more good people, no good people. And so great administrators hang out with other great administrators. And that's literally how we built our team. So right now we're a team of 31, and every single person has come to us from recruiting from one another. And we bring them in, we train them, we coach them, and yeah, we have an exceptional team. It's pretty awesome.
You've said this now numerous times today that you hire people that are smarter than you. In my time of getting to know you, and I think that people who watch this right now are going to see that you've got a very special energy about you. Has that always been something that's been a part of you, or is this something that you've kind of took on since you got the business? Tell me about your personality here a little bit. Is this always you?
Yeah, I guess so. I have a very interesting story. I was actually born in the Amazon jungle. So literally in Brazil. So my parents, my mom and dad always laughed. They're like, you didn't have dolls, you played with monkeys and little, actual indigenous tribes. So that's that was my story. That is where I started. And so life has brought me to be here in this amazing country in the USA and have had the opportunity to actually go back to the tribes and actually like help the people there. And so I just feel like the story that I've gone through in my life has always just reminded me it's about people. And so this energy, I think that maybe you feel, it's because we love people. I love people and we love serving, and we love partnering with great roofers, and we take really good care of our team. So the people keep recruiting people, and I think that's because they love being part of our company.
I think it's a great culture to have.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you, it probably comes from your husband though, who off camera you were saying he really is the saint of this entire group, right?
100%.
Okay, so let's give credit where it's due here, okay?
Yes.
So I want to talk though about the roofers themselves and your experience thus far. What are some of the main tasks that you're doing for roofers in the field? And what is the main thing, the problem that roofers have that you see on the administrative side?
So it depends on the roofer and where they are located in the US, right? So for example, some roofers in some locations, they have a lot of needs when it comes to pulling permits, scheduling inspections, closing documents, COCs. So for those roofers, we take care of that and much more. And then there's some roofers like today with Michael from North Carolina, they don't really worry that much about pulling permits, but we're helping him when it's when a project is closed. We're making those phone calls to the clients to actually see how their experience was, right? To elevate the client experience. We're also following up with insurance and so many other things. So we help you elevate yourself above your competition. We actually will follow up on quotes that maybe you're leaving on the table because you don't have time to follow up. So we're following up for you, and then potential clients are blown away because you're most likely the only roofer in your area actually doing that. And so that's what we do.
One of the main tasks that I saw in talking today with some of your clients was that I didn't think about. And roofers, I want you to think about this. How much time do your sales reps, especially if you are a insurance-driven business where you've got insurance, spend in the field calling and following up with carriers for checks, the status of the claim, things like that you're moving along within an AccuLynx, JobNimbus, JobProgress. Shout out to JobProgress. You all know it's our favorite. David, love you, buddy. And so what I'm telling you is when you're moving that thing across the stage, everyone, you know that, hey, listen, I need somebody that can check on that with the carrier. But yet your guys are not selling. They're spending their time doing that. This company can take that off of their plate. And let me tell you what, they'll hold your guys accountable. Okay? Because then as we saw with Michael when we talked to him, the guy's like, yeah, man, they're calling me all the time telling me what's going on.
Right.
That's very special. But I want to follow the second part of that question. What do you believe is the main, it doesn't have to be a task, but it could even be a mindset that roofers come to you and they're like, we need you because what? What are they coming to you for?
So we need you because we feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
We feel chaos. We feel completely, outside they may look so put together, but internally they're just overwhelmed and bogged down with the administrative things that they have to do. So a lot of times roofers are procrastinating on things that need to get done, such as maybe pulling a warranty, doing warranties for your clients, all these tasks that are really vital for the success of the project. They're procrastinating and not doing it. And so that's really, and every client is different and every partner is different, but we customize them to, customize to each roofer.
I want to get down to that customization, but I want to talk about some things you don't do, all right? Because I think this is important. There are some things that I don't think you're comfortable or you'd rather avoid doing. There's some reasons behind that I think are so important. I like what you said. So can you talk to me a little bit about some things you'd rather not do on the administrative side?
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that we don't do is we don't answer calls. So I know that's really, that's like what mostly people are like, we need someone to answer the phones, but you can actually find great companies that just specialize in actually answering the phone for you. And the reason we don't do that is because there's so much technicality and all these things that can happen. And so we really prefer to help you when it comes to the administrative side. And also we do make outbound calls on your behalf, but we don't want to be the main point of contact when it comes from an inbound call coming in.
Roofers, I want you to understand this, that what Thais has done is put a lot of time into this and making this decision. There are people out there, and I've said on the show before, find people that specialize in one area and go with that. It is a completely, we talked about this, it is a completely different person who is great answering a phone call coming in as a person who can make that outgoing call, can do administrative work, not simply take in calls. They are two different tasks, and we see this, I've seen this with virtual administration before. They try to do both, just thinking they can take everything out of the office, and it fails. So I like what you did there. I told you that off camera, and I think that people need to understand, find someone else, find another call center that can do that. That's not what these people do. This is a higher level, a higher caliber of individual that's going to be able to help your company. So with that in mind, I want to talk to you though. Where the heck do you find these people? I mean, like, I know you said that you get the people from, from others who work for you, but like, are they all in the US? Because there's got to be a concern that, I'm not hating on the country, but everyone out there in roofing, you're thinking it, are they going to be over in India, Bangladesh? They're going to be somewhere where they don't understand the culture. Is that going to be a problem here?
So we really formulated this in a way that is a win for everyone. So what we do is our team is in the USA and also in Brazil and Argentina. And so the way that I'm actually Brazilian. So the Brazilians that are working in Brazil, I personally know them, right? And so they're engineers and, technicians. They're like really, really high caliber individuals. And then in Argentina as well, like I started with one friend, my best friend who lived here in the USA and then had to go back to Argentina for college and ended up getting married and living there, and was a flight attendant for LATAM Airlines. So every single person on our team has literally been trained by some of the top companies in the world: LATAM Airlines, American Express, MasterCard, and much more. So that's where we're getting our team. So our team is fully here in the USA, either in Florida, Texas, Argentina, or Brazil. And so it's really nice because you're getting a team who is bilingual or trilingual. So our whole team speaks English and Spanish. Like, English is my third language.
Wow.
And so
that's incredible.
They speak English and Spanish, or English, Portuguese, and Spanish, and some Portuguese and English, but everyone on our team is fully bilingual. And then every roofer gets a lead point contact that's here in the USA. So you're not having to worry about, oh my gosh, they're not understanding, even though our team speaks amazing English, but you're getting someone here in America that is your key point of contact. So they're right here. They know you, they know the industry, they know the culture, they were born here, they know America, and we love America,
So I understand that they live in areas where it allows them to be bilingual, trilingual, which I think is very important, especially Texas, Florida, California. These areas need people that are going to be bilingual, trilingual. I understand that. But as far as roofing goes, you understand it. You've worked in the industry, in the blue collar industry for a while. How are you training these individuals to make sure that they are competent in these areas? And then how was the onboarding process to make sure the right person is put with the right company? How does that work? So two-part question there.
Yeah, so we learned roofing, not because we were in the roofing industry, but we learned it by having our first roofer, right? And then we started to do all of the tasks. So we have what we call our elite team, not, everyone's elite, but they're like our expert team. And so every roofer gets a team of 3 to 4 individuals. So on that team, there's always 2 to 3 experts that have been doing this for a year plus. And then we will maybe add one that's kind of newer and is like still learning. But you're never going to know that and never going to feel it because we're all working in a team. So you have already experts in it with the new ones that are coming in, and they're learning and training as they go. But first they get vetted to see if they even make it through the first process with us. And so we have a whole vetting process that we go through. So it is not an easy thing to be part of our team. We make it very, very clear. So they have to go through some intense, we put them kind of like you swim or you sink. And they very much know that coming in with our business. So
I think this is a big distinction to make though, but I think this is important to say. When you're talking, I think traditionally when a roofer thinks about virtual administration, somebody to help them, and they're thinking one person is going to be assigned to them in their company. That's their person and that's it. You don't do it that way. You said to team, explain how that you have a team of people that's working so that the ball doesn't get dropped. How does this happen?
Exactly. So if you were just to get one administrator, again, you're going to have the same issues. They're going to call out when they're sick. They're going to drop balls because there's way too many things that roofers have going on. So that's why there's a reason for the madness. There's always a team of 3 to 4 because we know that a team, you as a roofer will never ever feel like the ball's dropping because the whole team, all eyes are on what you need and everyone's working together to get it completed. Also, we know that you're never going to feel if someone calls out sick. You won't even know because you have a team that's helping you. So we take those variables out of the equation without not giving you one admin. So you get a team of 3 to 4.
I never would have thought of that until you mentioned it to me. So I appreciate you mentioning that today because I think that's a big confusing factor. People think I'm going to get one person. I don't like them. It's going to be back to square one. No, you're getting a team of people to back you up. which leads me to the point that I think everyone would ask is that, okay, one, how much can I use this person for, or this team for? And then what kind of cost am I looking at? I mean, does it matter how much I use them? Does it matter how many teams I have? How do you price this thing out, and how much can I use them?
Yeah, so the team is going to be there for you Monday through Friday, and as much as you need it, right? So I know it sounds kind of crazy. People are like, well, how many hours? Well, it's not about the hours, it's about the tasks that come. And we are really good at getting things done. So we are very, like, we're a machine that loves building machines. Like, we're really good at what we do. So we're there Monday through Friday for you. And then in some cases, some roofers do need some help on Saturdays. We can always accommodate. So the investment is the same. It's $4,000 a month, but the first month is $2,000. It's half off. And the reason we do that is literally because we want you to experience this, and we want you to really feel like the value. If you don't feel the value, there's no point in working together. For us, it's not a number. A roofer isn't a number to us. It's a partnership. It has to be a win-win for both businesses. So if the first month comes about and we just don't feel it's a good partnership for both, then we can say, okay, let's not continue. And then, you put in $2,000 to experience it. But actually every time so far has been awesome. That literally it's like, I love this so much, let's move on. And then it goes to $4,000 a month.
Shaking my head right now because I think your pricing is way low. I mean this, and I haven't told you this. I mean, first time I've had that conversation with you. But folks, think about it. I'm no mathematician here, as everyone knows who watches this show. But 12 times 4 is 48. I think the last time I checked, that's $48,000 a year for a team that works with you, that isn't calling out, that understands roofing, can take that away. I want you to think about this, guys. $4,000 a month. Take away the administrative task of your team of 8 sales reps, of calling carriers, following up with homeowners. That alone, do you think that can get you 1 more deal a month? Do you think it can get you 2 more deals a month? If it does, this product pays for itself literally in just doing that right there. That's it. And so when I hear this right now at 48, I think to myself, you're getting a full-time employee at a steal at today's rates right now, a real steal.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff right there.
No, and the caliber is super high, and we're not just saying I'm literally telling you the caliber is extraordinary. Very high caliber individuals. So just to, your point lead, for example, just to have that 1 point lead in corporate America costs $60,000 to $80,000 a year.
Easily.
Just the point lead itself. So you're getting the point lead plus your admin team all working together to support your business. And again, you're not having to worry about office drama. You're not having to pay taxes. You're not having to pay W-2. You don't have to pay anything, like any of the things that you need when hiring a typical employee. So it is pretty amazing.
I agree that it is amazing. And so let me ask you, as we I want to make sure I'm cognizant of your time, folks. We've been filming here, so I want to be cognizant of your time here in your office and stuff. So I appreciate you having us out today. One of the things I want everyone to know is Thais reached out to me to learn a little bit more about her company. And so I wanted to come out here today because I wanted to learn what you do, who your people are. I got a chance to speak with Maria, a wonderful individual. I mean, seems to have a great heart. And I got a feeling that the rest of your people are the exact same way. I want you to just kind of speak about what this does for your roofers right now. You've got some clients that have really helped change their business. It's changed their life. And what have you found that's been the most rewarding part for your people? And what has this done for your clients having your service?
Yeah, so Saenz Global is all about the people, right? So we're all about taking care of our team, because we know when we take care of our team, they take really great care of our partners. And so we're in it, the mission is people. We want both our team members and both our clients to know what it is to have freedom, to actually live with purpose and mission. And so for us, when our team is helping our roofers, they're doing it in a way that when we're able to take these things off of their plate and the roofer tells us, hey, guess what? I got to go on vacation with my family. Hey, you know what? I just literally got to go see my kids' basketball game. I haven't seen it in so long. So that's what we're about. We're about helping roofers be better fathers, better husbands, better spouses, better wives, better, I know there's roofing industry is mostly men, but the women out there who are roofing owners, just to be available to what you do life, enjoy what you do. You got into business for freedom, right? And a lot of times we become a slave to our company. And so that's what we're our mission. We're on a mission to help people really be free and really have a business that they absolutely love. And we feel propelled by that. And so that's what gets our team up every day. We literally love impacting lives. And so that's why we do our best. We do our best because one, that's what we're all about, but also because we love seeing the results that it brings to the lives of the roofers we work with.
I think that's what it's about. And you seem to be very genuine in doing that. And I believe that in you. I really do. You remind me, what we were saying, someone in the industry you look up to. Who's somebody that you follow, somebody in the industry you like, somebody you want to work with? Tell us a little bit about the industry and what you think. What's your thing about it?
Yeah, so roofing just was an industry we ended up going we love roofing.
Sure.
But I think Jen Silver is awesome. So I like her a lot. Also, Patrick Carr, you're awesome.
No.
Yeah, no, and just kind of, we love the industry. I love how it's literally a community where we're realizing that everyone kind of knows one another and just really being able to be, a positive impact, like a light in this amazing industry that we're here to help. So that's what we're about. But yes.
You do have the same kind of energy that Jen. I can see it, and Jen will be happy to know that. And she's been a guest here and a good and personal friend. So she's one of the good ones in the industry. That's for damn sure. And then we're going to get you out there to the One Industry, One Model tour in Orlando, where hopefully some roofers are going to have an opportunity to meet you face to face. And I'll be sure that I'm there to film it because that's what we do.
Awesome.
I believe in what y'all are trying to accomplish. I believe in you. I think that you've got a real personality that's going to do well. And more roofers need to step up and stop beating their head against a wall. Mm-hmm. And I know so many of my clients are doing that. And I'm looking forward to working with you to put your product into more roofing companies, because I think it's going to help increase the quality of life. I think it's going to make roofers more efficient. And I think it's going to make them better people, as you said, because they're not going to be bogged down by the things they don't want to do.
Right.
I'll give you the last word. You told us some wonderful things here about it. Can you tell us how to get in touch with you, how to get the process started, whatever you want to do, the last word is yours, Thais.
Awesome. Well, roofers, I look forward to meeting many of you, but you can literally go to our website, www.saenzglobal.com, or you can follow us on our social platforms. We're everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Saenz Global, and it's SAENZ as in zebra, and then global, GLOBAL. And on there's links where you can set up a time to meet and we can talk more, or you can fill out a form, answer some questions, and then we will actually reach out to you. So we try to make it as easy as possible. We look forward to speaking with you. All right.
Thais, it's a pleasure. Until next time, everybody. Patrick Carr Show. See ya.